game today. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cardinals will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ole Miss offense will get the first crack at it here. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's looking to throw it. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Reads it, fires complete. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Power football with the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they strike first.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinals offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and
oh, look out. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved closer, and still they need it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, Texas and Texas A&M have been going at it today, and we finally have a winner. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense starts with a short field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1 and trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and...
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. We've come to the end of the period and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Really good concept there to get things going. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Second down coming up. The play action fake. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They'll throw it on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Touchdown, Rebels! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilliam. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Zings it complete to the right. Afterburner's coming. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, how... defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll give it to the back. Defense with those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Feeling some heat. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Slings it. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Now improvising. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Running through contact. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And that ball is picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. To the air on first down. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops the throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. One more snap coming before halftime. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pulls it in. It's Griffin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Red pass, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
From the gun, the running back has it. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Working that left side. And he breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Louisville! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, it's out! Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to buy time. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so.
Fires toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive. pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load. He has delivered for his offense all game long.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's right on target. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situation.